Hello students, so today we are going to talk about filtration and crystallization, which are actually the separation techniques. Here what is important is to know that where do we actually use these techniques. First, let's go through our objective for the lesson, which is actually describe and explain methods of purification by the use of a suitable solvent, and the techniques will be used filtration, crystallization. Okay, these two we'll be using in this lecture, then distillation in the next lecture. So here when we are talking about filtration and crystallization, let's have a look on this diagram. So here we have solution of one solid which is actually soluble and the other one which is insoluble, considered as impurity. Now what are we going to do? We will pass through this solution into this filter funnel which actually contain filter paper in it. This filter paper has small pores in it, so soluble substance, it will be passed through from here and will be collected here in the evaporating dish as filtrate, while the solid, which is actually excess, it will be collected here on the filter paper and it will be known as residue. Okay, so here we have already separated insoluble solid. Okay, now here since this filtrate, it has soluble solid in it, so how we are going to separate it from water? Now next we will move to crystallization. Crystallization starts here where we will first evaporate it by providing it with heat. Okay, we will use Bunsen burner, put filtrate in this evaporating dish. Why I am naming all these apparatus? Because you would need this for paper 6. Okay, and then after this water it will evaporate. What will happen? Water will evaporate, leaving behind the crystals of the solid here. Understand? Okay, and in the exam, to get more marks, you can talk about that how these crystals then later they can be dried off using filter paper, using towel. Okay, so this will also get you marks. So here I put up some notes also for you. As I said about filtration, you should know about the terms residue and filtrate, and then as here when I'm talking about evaporation and crystallization, where it is used for soluble, to separate soluble solids from a liquid. Okay, so here examples are given, like copper sulfate, it is soluble in water, so it can be separated also. How? By crystallization. Okay, evaporation always leads to crystallization. It will start from evaporation here when we heat it. Okay, so I hope you have understood about filtration and crystallization, and now we will move to our next lecture. Thank you.